right, so who here has felt the warmth from colors of a sunset photo? Perhaps you've looked at a movie poster and thought, wow, that's cool, I wonder how they did that. Or maybe you just like to sit back with a controller in your hand and get lost in a good video game story. My name is Jacob Stowe, and I'm a digital arts major at Horry Georgetown Technical College. When I'm not in work or in class or taking care of my 4-year-old daughter, I enjoy a few of these as my favorite hobbies. Photography, design, and gaming hold a special place in my life, and today I'd like to share a few things about them with you. Ansel Adams wrote, "Photography, as a powerful medium of expression and communication, offers an infinite variety of perception, interpretation, and execution." I fell in love with being behind a camera after taking a photography class at HGTC my first semester. For the last year, I've strived to increase my knowledge of photography, both technically and emotionally. I shoot in digital with a Canon Rebel T5, which is going to be this camera right here, which is slightly different than your cell phone camera. It's a smaller DSLR, and that stands for it's a digital single reflex lens. So what that means is that it takes the light reflex from the lens in through into the mirror that goes up into the viewfinder. When you press the shutter button, as you can see right here, it's got a mirror in the center there. When you press the shutter button, shutter goes up, light comes in, hits the sensor, and that's where you get your photo from. It's been my faithful friend in my quest to better understand the world of photography. Photography has also helped me get outside of my comfort zone, to go out and meet new people in new places. Whether it's going to the beach or to a convention, I find it easy to make friends both in front of and behind the camera. My favorite type of photography thus far is portraits. Nothing compares to catching a person in the moment at their purest. On top of that, it gives me a medium to express myself. I can always find a new way to communicate how I'm feeling that day. I also love the technical challenges that come with photography, such as lighting, composition, digital camera specifics. Photography is like my window to the world. And just like photography, design, which is what I major in, speaks to me on a creative level. This isn't very old design, so please don't take this as what I currently can make. I started toying with the design more than a decade ago before I even understood what it was. Like most people my age, I began with Photoshop, designing forum signatures, the little graphics that posters use to define their brand online. Something about design always stood out to me, and I was bothered by it until I figured out what I enjoyed about it. It's a type of visual problem solving, is specifically what design is. And I'm a problem solving kind of person. I enjoy seeing things and learning how things work and trying to figure out how to solve issues. On top of that, it's really helpful for me talking to people, and it allows you to take what the client is looking for and make it a reality. Design offers me that chance to be creative. No matter what kind of project I'm working on, I feel connected to the work and can convey my unique perspective. I also enjoy seeing the work of other designers and their take on the same subjects and concepts. I like to push myself in design by watching what others are doing and researching how they accomplish it. Taking the digital arts program at HGTC has helped foster my love of design by teaching me the basics, something that I sorely had no knowledge of when I first started, and pushing me to reach further with my projects. Design allows me to reveal my outlook in unexpected ways. However, sometimes I just like to sit down with a controller in my hand and let myself relax with some video games. Some examples there. Nothing is better after a long day than coming home and unwinding with some of my favorite games. I began a love of gaming just like most others as a kid. My uncle had the original Nintendo console in the early 90s, and I loved watching him play, and before long I was old enough to play with him. Over the years, I've not only enjoyed gaming as a relaxing pastime, but also for the artistic aspect of it. Be it the sound of a bullet whizzing by when playing a shooter, or listening to a powerful score at an emotional time in an action game. It's reached now the height of artistic beauty when it comes to gaming. It's not only the reason I love gaming as one of my favorite hobbies. Playing on PC, or personal computer for everybody that doesn't have a Mac, allows me to connect with my friends, many of whom live in Washington, California, Ohio, a bunch of places all across the country. Thanks to it, I'm able to keep in touch with them, otherwise I wouldn't be able to. Because of it, I've maintained friendships over the years with people that I've never met face to face. In short, photography, design, and gaming are a few of my most important hobbies. But what about you? Are you similar, or are your hobbies worlds apart from what I've discussed today? Does it really matter? As long as we can all do something that we enjoy that makes our lives a little better. Thank you guys for taking the time to get to know me today. And no matter what you enjoy, remember, life is short, so go have fun. Same wave, right?
Exactly
It is
the
totally
same
the
as last
same
time.
one.